Welcome back. Tragedy has struck a district once again here in Tamil Nadu. 12 people have died in a van truck collision in Tamil Nadu's Namakkal district. In fact, it was a maxi cab that was carrying 25 people who were returning from a death ceremony from the district, and they had gone on to collide head-on with a lorry that was 20 kilometers away from Namakkal. 8 women and 4 men have lost their lives in the accident. 13 passengers who are seriously injured are now receiving treatment, but the bodies of those who have died have been taken to the Namakkal General Hospital. The lorry had in fact tried to switch the lane, and then it was when they had collided with the van. Well, quite tragic there. Now, in some other news from the city, it's time for Chennai to churn out its very own Anna Hazare in the form of a man named Traffic Ramaswamy. He began his fast at 6 this morning in Besanagar, and among his demands was one for a committee of social activists that can be questioned only by the Supreme Court. Firm in his resolve, Mr. Ramaswamy plans to go on with this fast till the government agrees to recognize his clauses as part of the Lokpal bill.
Traffic Ramaswamy has started on-20th fasting to impress the central government to implement the scheme of Lokpal Sabha bill in the July 1st week Assembly's Parliament session itself.
Now, on the first day of school after the summer vacations, here's a scene from most schools. Teachers caught off guard, parents dazed and students clueless. As a result of the Supreme Court's verdict on Tuesday, the implementation of any form of syllabus across 4 major boards in Tamil Nadu was put on hold and is in fact on hold for the next 3 weeks. And our reporter Krishnamurthy visited a few schools for a practical lesson.
Small spherical ball.
Improvise. That's what most teachers did on day 1 of the new academic year. With no syllabus in place other than for classes 1 and 6, most of their lessons were generic.
We came to the class at morning. Afterwards, they told the prayer. Then Miss taught us good habits and everything, how to be in the school. They gave one chart paper. In that there was a picture. From that we have to tell one story. I told the story of Patake.
But teachers of class 10 who will take the board exams say the uncertainty has thrown them off their rhythm, since schools are not sure when they would get their textbooks which pass the syllabus test.
We are keeping on switching our plans from that to this. Actually, we are in a fix like where we have to, which syllabus we have to go on with. But now as this crisis has fallen in between, we don't know how we are supposed to go ahead with this. We are losing this time, and really all the institutions are in a really big crisis because we are running short of time also.
We are just so confused. We don't know what to study. Now we are just studying basic concepts and we don't have books. We have to complete the portions, otherwise it will cause problems for a future even.
Schools now say they may have to rework the timetable to complete the portions on time.
Definitely going to be pressure on the children and also the teachers. We have to really redo our plan for the year and for a month-wise in such a way. So all the Saturdays we have to use it. Even government holidays, we have to get permission because of this an unexpected situation. Government holidays also, we would definitely request the school education department to allow us to conduct the classes. Even parents are willing, students are willing, because after all it's a question of their future.
Day 1 of a new academic year, and schools have already been sent into a frenzy with the Supreme Court's order on Tuesday. Though they have made contingent plans for the next 3 weeks, schools fear that a further delay in implementing a syllabus for this academic year will seriously affect the quality of education being imparted to students. In Chennai, with camera person Arun, this is Krishnamurthy for NDTV Hindu.
Now, today also saw the revised fee structures being distributed to the more prominent schools here in Chennai. A general mood of discontent prevailed that seemed to suggest that the fee structures might come up for revision once again.
I haven't gone into the details. Okay. There's a slight improvement from what Justice Gondaraj has given, but it's far from satisfactory from what we have expected. This will not even suffice for us to give our salary for our staff. Then what about the capital expenditure? What about the running expenditure?
See, basically we are not satisfied with the increment which they have given. Compared to Govindarajan committee, there is a hike given in the fee structure. which ranges between 10 to 15% on an average. But our expectation was between 30 to 40%.
Moving on, the Madras High Court today summoned the Secretary of Housing and Poverty Alleviation to appear before it on the 29th of June in a case relating to enacting a law to prohibit manual scavenging. The High Court banned manual scavenging in 2008 following a petition filed by A. Narayanan. In April this year, the court had asked the Union Housing and Poverty Alleviation Department to reply on the delay in enacting the law. But as the department failed to reply till today, the court has said that the secretary has been summoned to explain the ministry's stand.
It has been a long fight to prohibit manual scavenging, and now that you are back in the Madras High Court and today you got a favorable direction from the Madras High Court. Can you talk about that, Mr. Narayan?
Yes. You are aware that manual scavenging has been banned by the Madras High Court since 2008 in Chennai. In Tamil Nadu. There had been some deviations, and I filed a contempt of court petition also, through which I was able to get series of favorable orders to improve the current situation. And ultimately, during February time, there was a discussion about amending the existing law, because the existing law is toothless, and we need a more powerful law, comprehensive law which provides justice to the people, punishment for violators, as well as for rehabilitation of people who have been affected. New rules can be framed under the new law. So the Madras High Court gave a direction to the Tamil Nadu government to write to the Union government to get this act amended. And subsequently in April also, the Madras High Court impleaded on its own the Secretary, Ministry of Housing and Urban Poverty Alleviation of Union of India, asking them to file an affidavit about the status of the proposal. Since the Union of India Council has not filed an affidavit, the court took a serious view of the situation today and has directed the Secretary of Ministry of Housing and Poverty Alleviation to come in person on 29th to the court and explain the current situation with regard to the amendment of the law.
Now, just a day after a fire accident at the Mount Road, there was another scare at the Madhya Kailash signal today. A Maruti Omni van caught fire due to a short circuit. The two who were passengers managed to just escape before the car went up in flames, but they were in fact returning from Ambattur after work when the car caught fire. The vehicle belonged to a company called Jay Inspections. Now, the Southern Railways have told the Madras High Court that the Tirupati-Madurai bi-weekly express train will stop at Thiruvannamalai, Chidambaram, Mailadurai, Kumbakonam and Kodai Road from the 1st of July this year. This in fact came after a public interest litigation said that the train should in fact stop at most of these important junctions.
After the PG conversion, the railway administration has withdrawn the stoppings at Kumbakonam, Mailadurai, Chidambaram and Thiruvannamalai, and people are affected. So I filed a public interest writ petition to restore the stoppings in Kumbakonam, Mailadurai, Thiruvannamalai and other stations. In the meantime, when the case is called on 14th, the Railway Board has issued an order dated 7/6/2011 that now the Railway Board has approved the stoppings in the above important towns, and based on that and recording the statement, the case was disposed of and people are now getting the stopping at Mailadurai, Kumbakonam, Thiruvannamalai and Chidambaram.
On to some national news now, and here's something mind-boggling. If you are looking to do a BCom honours course at the Sri Ram College of Commerce, that is the SRCC, which comes under the Delhi University, you need to have scored 100% in your Class 12 board exams to even try for the first list. The cutoffs at the SRCE are at 100% for commerce students. Science cutoffs have also broken records. The cutoffs are expected in fact to go down in the second list, but by how much is anybody's guess. The Hindu College has announced a commerce cutoff of 99%, while the LSR has a cutoff of 97% in commerce. Colleges will start admissions tomorrow onwards, and 4 more lists will be released on the 21st of June as well as on the 27th and later on the 2nd of 8th of July.
Cutoff of 99 and SRCC has 100%. First, would you have made it?
Of course not. I mean, why me? Even Shakespeare wouldn't have made it into an English honours course if these were the cut-off points and the marks. Because when I passed out of in those days, that 1 year higher secondary in 1970, I topped the country. I was first in the merit list, and my aggregate percentage was 74.2.
The Education Minister Kapil Sibal today said that it is irrational. Would you agree?
Well, it sounds absolutely irrational, as I said, and I was not joking. As I said, even if Shakespeare were to come back and give an English course here today, to expect him to score 100 on that, I mean, it's actually bizarre. I mean, something is very fundamentally wrong in this evaluation system that needs to be seriously looked at.
When we come back on this bulletin, if you are an UEFA fan, well, here's your chance to be at ground zero in the Euro 2012 more when we come back.